This is a video a lot of you guys have been requesting.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel.
Welcome. Welcome.
And if you're new, this is Liesl. We're married.
Married 4 years.
That's right.
We've been together for over 11.
Yes. Over 11?
Yeah, over 11.
Oh yeah, a little over 11.
Over 11.
Crazy. It's crazy how time flies.
I know.
How did we meet?
This is a video a lot of you guys have been requesting. Do I hit on my hand arms? These arms. 25-pound. Just kidding. That's not
Flexing, be proud of them. Nice.
The video is not about my arms. It is about the one that my arms hold.
Nice segue. This is how we met. The start of our love story.
The start of Leon.
Nobody says that.
I know.
Nobody says that. Okay, well, so let's see.
Well, before we officially met, we met 2 times.
I remember one time at a birthday dinner. A friend of ours. Was it Lana or Deanne?
I thought it was both.
Oh.
Well, let's throw it all the way back. So the year was 2009.
The year was 2008.
The year was 2008.
October of 2008.
Yes.
That's when we met at this birthday dinner. I was sitting over here at the far side of a big long table with my buddy Johnny. Liesl was at the other side over there. She was making eyes at me, and I was like, "Who's this chick?"
I was not making eyes.
She was making eyes.
I did think you were cute.
I know. You know how I knew?
How?
Because you threw a tomato at Johnny.
Well.
And he was right next to me. She was trying to get my attention. She threw food. It landed right on his shirt, his favorite soccer jersey.
I was just trying.
Ooh.
I was trying. Anyway, didn't work.
I didn't. I was like, how messy. Why would you throw food?
So that was sometime mid-October, because I believe their birthdays are October 14th.
Yeah.
And then we met again 2 weeks later at a Halloween party. This was before I was saved, so I was just like a pirate, but not a real pirate. You know what I'm talking about. Ian was dressed as a basketball hoop.
Yeah, I didn't have a costume, so I just put one of those Nerf hoops around my neck and let people shoot baskets on me. So.
I think we maybe interacted twice.
Yeah, maybe.
So yeah, those were the 2 times we quote met, but I don't even know if I actually got your name or if I think it was just kind of like
strangers in passing.
Yeah.
And then fast forward
like a month?
Even a month or 2 months. So all my friends from high school were working at the Olive Garden.
1389.
Shout out to the restaurant 1389 in Orange, off Tustin Avenue.
Okay.
That's a telescope. I know. So I went to get a job there too. Actually, I applied a few months prior, and the GM didn't like me, so he didn't hire me.
And my family had just moved to Anaheim, so I had used Olive Garden basically as a segue to leave the job I was currently at, which was at Michael's. And I applied to be a server because I knew service made a ton more money than I could as I was a supervisor. And I'm like, well, why am I making way less money when I could be working less hours and make more money and take cash home every day?
That's what they call working smarter.
Not harder.
So you were already working at Olive Garden.
I was already working there.
When we met at this birthday dinner, I wasn't working there yet. But a lot of my friends from high school were working there, which is why we were kind of hanging out in the same places.
Yeah. I didn't realize at the time that everyone that worked at this particular location, well, not everyone, but everyone from like a certain age group all went to the same 2 high schools. I didn't. I was the oddball out, but I still made friends. So therefore I became in the friend circle, but kind of on the outside, but in enough. And so then November came.
I got hired in November. A second time I applied. The first time he said, "Why do you want to work at Olive Garden?" I said, "I just need a job, man." And he was like, "You're not passionate about food industry?" I said, "No, not a chance."
I wasn't either, but you gotta zhuzh it up.
I didn't. I was honest. I'm just honest. But then I applied a second time. I got hired. I was a host. Liesl was a server, and we started seeing each other. I was like,
not seeing each other.
Not like that, but I started seeing you at work. I was like, "Hey, I see you."
Not even.
I'll give you the good tables.
Not even. This guy wouldn't even give me the time of day.
I thought she had a boyfriend at the time, which she did. So I didn't want to be that guy that's swoops in. I'm not that guy.
Listen,
I'm not that guy. I'm respectful.
Ladies, you know it's a lot easier to say you have a boyfriend than it is to give it an excuse or a reason as to why you don't want to go out with someone. Not that, obviously I wanted to go out with him, But there were a lot of other guys that were interested. And I have a hard time saying no. I know a lot of people do. So it's a lot easier just to say, I have a boyfriend. I did not have a boyfriend.
I thought you had a boyfriend at the time because you said it.
It was known that I had a boyfriend.
Boyfriend, I guess.
Because I didn't want, until he showed up, there wasn't anyone that I was interested in. And also, if you don't know anything about the restaurant industry, there are a lot of relationships.
That's true.
That happen. They may not last. A lot of them don't last.
People just be dating everybody in the restaurant.
I don't want to say it's incestual, but kind of. Like, everyone just kind of dates each other. Especially, I feel like when you're young, it just kind of happens in the restaurant world.
Anyways, we'll get back to us. I just want to say one thing. That restaurant produced how many marriages?
I think it produced like 4 or 5.
4 or 5. And then there were actually married couples who got hired in together that were... It was a breeding ground for it was like a matchmaking Olive Garden.
At one point there were at least 15 couples.
Yeah, that's true.
It was crazy.
Yep. I got hired there.
You got hired.
It was just whatever. We worked, some shifts we worked together, some shifts we didn't.
But
I would give away so many shifts.
So many shifts. It was so annoying.
I found out later she would look at the schedule and see me that I was going to work, and she's like, yeah. And then I wouldn't show up.
You wouldn't show up, and I'm like, what are you doing, bro?
I get my shift away because I was at the beach and hanging out. So anyway.
I'm like, don't you need monies for me?
I didn't realize how expensive women could be.
Hey! That's true.
I'm just kidding. That following summer, the summer of 2009, our friend circle, we were going to the beach like every single day.
Yeah.
So we started showing up at the beach together. We kind of started hanging out in group settings, you know how it goes. At this point, I think I gathered that she didn't have a real boyfriend. It was all fictitious. Or it had ended, or whatever it was.
Whatever it was.
And so then we kind of started...
We started talking.
Talking, you know, smiling.
He's painting a picture as differently than what it actually was. It was me attempting to talk and him basically... I don't even know if he friend zoned me, but it was like he wasn't even...
It wasn't a friend zone. I was just...
You just zoned me. I don't even like. We were friends, but it wasn't even like.
You know how guys are. Guys are stupid.
Yeah.
Guys are stupid.
20-year-old guys are dumb.
I didn't want you to know that I liked you. I didn't want anybody to know. I was just kind of doing my thing.
No one knew. Everyone was like, "Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work out." And I'm like,
because I'm also not the type to just hook up.
It is gonna work out.
No, but I also don't hook up with
That's
people.
True.
So it's not like I was just gonna hook up and then. I was just kind of feeling it out in my own way.
But I couldn't I could not read him.
That's how I planned it.
And neither could his friends. And I just figured everyone knew, well, at least all my girlfriends knew that I liked you. I think even some of his guy friends knew that I liked you. And even his guy friends were like, yeah, I don't know, I just don't see it.
Only I knew that I liked you.
But I'm like, you mean no one? This guy is unreadable.
That's how I planned it. Anyway, so we were just kind of feeling out. We were hanging out. Things started getting serious, though, one day. One day, and by serious, I mean life and death. We planned a beach day.
It's not funny. But
it's not funny. It's just crazy. We planned a beach day. Everybody was supposed to show up.
Everybody was supposed to show up.
So I show up. I get a bunch of texts. Hey, I can't make it. Hey, I can't make it. Liesl was the only one who showed up. And we weren't we were kind of just starting to...
Be we weren't even talking. We just started to be friends.
Yeah. But we did like each other enough to where it was kind of like, whoa, we're going to be at the beach all by ourselves today. Mind
you, these beach days were 10 to 15 people. And the fact that nobody showed up on this particular beach day was kind of crazy.
It felt planned.
Y'all decided not to show up?
Yeah. So we threw the Frisbee around a little bit. We sunbathed. And we kind of talked a little bit, but you were reading your magazine.
At this point, you found out that I for sure did not have a boyfriend.
Yes, true. Yep.
A lot of rumors that had been spread about me were all cleared in this particular beach trip.
Yeah, there are a lot of crazy rumors and stuff.
Girls are mean.
I don't believe anything until... I don't just take anybody else's word for things. So
if you're a young girl, just know that life is hard.
Just be nice.
Just be nice.
Girls, be nice. Boys, too.
Yes.
Anyway, we're at the beach.
We're at the beach.
And all of a sudden, we start hearing and seeing commotion.
Yeah.
We see people rushing in towards the water. We see from this side, lifeguards sprinting this way. From this side, lifeguards sprinting this way. Everybody's running. We're like, what the heck is going on? And we're maybe one row of people back from the water, so we could kind of stand up and see what's going on. And apparently somebody had washed up onto shore.
Like a middle-aged man.
The story is that he was body surfing like 4 miles down.
Yeah.
An hour ago, and they lost him, and he just washed up right now.
Current, carried him.
Yeah, it was a strong riptide, and so anyways, it was pretty crazy. The paramedics came, everybody came, the police, everything, pronounced him dead. They took him back, and at that time it was kind of like, you want to go home? Yeah. So we just kind of left at that point because it was a little bit.
We stood and watched basically until they took him into the ambulance, but it was just kind of like, well. We can't just be here and pretend like it didn't happen.
Yeah, that was like our first shared traumatic experience together, and we weren't even together.
Our first date, someone dies on our first date. It was just like,
which is not funny.
No.
It was actually pretty traumatic. It was really sad.
But before that happened, we did get to we got some alone time. We got to really get to know each other for that small period of time. Actually got to get to know each other without there being other people, and I don't want to say performing, but kind of. I mean, I was still kind of not. I wasn't myself.
Yeah.
100%.
I was myself.
You're always yourself.
I was like this.
That's why everybody likes you.
That's not true. We got 4 thumbs down on the last video. 4 people don't like
haters. So that was that, and then I think at this point I thought he maybe half liked me. Maybe.
Which I did. Do the do. Video sponsored by Mountain Dew. Do the do! Do it!
So I think from this point in time, we started talking more. Every day.
Beach days turned into... Oh, tell them about Disneyland. So Liesl and some more of our friends were going to Disneyland this
all that
summer.
worked at the restaurant. We all had Disneyland annual passes.
I didn't, though.
He didn't.
So I was like, Disneyland is expensive now, but it was expensive then too. And so I obviously wasn't going to be paying hundreds of dollars to go to Disneyland every other day or something. So Liesel's like, hey, my mom, did you say your mom? My mom got this free 3-day Disneyland pass. Do you want it? And you can go with us. And I was like, for real? She's like, yeah. I was like, sure, yeah, that's awesome, thanks. That'd be great. So I got to go to Disneyland for three times with you guys.
You went twice with us. And then the third time, we got you a pass.
Did I not show up there 3 times?
Mm-mm.
So I went 1 time, and then the second time I got the annual pass.
The third time.
So I went there 3 times on the 3-day pass.
But by the third time, we were already dating.
Are we arguing right now? I didn't say, oh, were we dating? I said I got to use the 3-day pass.
Yes, but...
Gosh.
But yes, we bought him a 3-day pass. I gave him a 3-day pass because my mom had an extra one.
By the way, she has a real mom.
I do.
You said mom, but she has a real mom.
I do. My mom had an extra pass, but what had happened was...
She lies! She lied to me.
I am all about the man pursuing the woman, but when you're dealing with 20-year-old men...
I was pursuing you in my own way.
And you want to make stuff happen faster than it probably should.
I was making it happen in my own way.
Sometimes you just don't have the time. And what happened was he didn't want to go to Disneyland. You had a way to get signed in, but he didn't want to figure that out at the time. And I was just like, I love Disneyland, and I want to love you, and I want you to love Disneyland with me, so I'm going to make you come with us. So... I footed the bill and spent at the time $99 to get him a 3-day Disneyland pass.
So it didn't come from your mom?
It didn't.
Wow.
But I was living in my mom's house. I don't know.
You can't justify it.
I can't.
But it was good because we went to Disneyland. We had our first kiss at Disneyland. When were we dating?
No.
Kind of dating.
No. We weren't dating yet.
I was courting you.
You weren't even courting.
I was courting you at the time.
Please, don't ever take his definition of courting. You'll never get anywhere.
You can get married and have a baby.
That's true, but I definitely bulldozed my way into this relationship. Not in a bad way. I just had to get the ball rolling until things kept rolling.
Yeah, it would have rolled, but I was I was, young and dumb.
All guys are young and dumb. I should say all young guys are dumb, for the most part.
Yeah.
I've never met a young guy that wasn't dumb when it came to women. Or any.
It's like a rite of passage, Is that a leaf blower?
It's a leaf blower.
Can you guys hear that? Sorry.
Hopefully.
If you hear a leaf blower in the background, sorry.
It is what it is. Alright, so first kiss. I'm on cloud 9. Go home. Everything's great. I think a couple days later, I'm like, okay, so I'm thinking like, we kissed. What's the next step? So I ask him, I'm like, so what are we?
And what did I say?
Nothing. You gave me some like super vague, super like PC answer, and I'm like, I get that not every kiss leads to a relationship, but I'm just like, I had to work so hard for this.
I don't know what I said,
I
but...
wrote a full-on paragraph, like, via text.
I didn't write a paragraph.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. Not even.
Maybe not maybe not this
Do you remember
time.
the phone I had at that time? I couldn't write a
did,
paragraph.
that's true.
Guys, I had a flip phone where the screen was broken. I could only see it if the phone was almost closed. So I'd hold it closed and I'd stick my finger in and I'd text. And it was very strange. There's no way I could have written a paragraph.
Basically, we were still nothing at this point, according to this guy.
Only for like 2 more weeks.
But then I asked again, like 2 weeks later. And I think this was when you gave a full-on paragraph.
I didn't give a full
You
paragraph.
did,
No,
I promise. I
didn't.
wish I had the text.
I probably do have the text.
It was like something along the lines of like, I think I like you, but I'm not sure, blah, 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 blah.
No. I think that was your interpretation of it.
So at this point I'm like upset because I'm just like, am I just wasting my time? Like, I don't have this kind of time. I'm 21.
So old.
I don't have this kind of time to be waiting around for you to decide if you want to date me or not. Bye. I didn't say bye. But I was just kind of like, okay, whatever. Like, you know that I like you. I've laid it all out there. I think this was August 3rd. I told you I liked you. August 10th, we had our first kiss. And then we started dating September 1st.
Yeah, that's pretty fast.
2009. Yeah, but when it's like, I like you, then we kiss. And when there's like a month between I like you and...
I mean, what is time, really? Time is relative.
But then we were up late texting one night, and he said something along the lines of like, basically like saying like, I think I want you to be my girlfriend, and I'm like, I texted you back saying, well, you're not gonna ask me over text, so if you want to ask me to be your girlfriend, you can see me tomorrow.
And then I pondered, I was like, do I want somebody so bossy? I'm just kidding. Which makes perfect sense. You don't do things over text.
Yeah.
You don't do anything over text.
No.
It could be so misconstrued.
Yeah.
Anyway, so then I did. September 1st, asked you to be my girlfriend.
At this park, and yeah.
And we started dating.
We started dating. So in the last video, I told you guys when you know, and I already knew. So it was like legitimately 20 days later, I told him I loved him.
It was very fast.
When you know. I wanted to say it a week earlier, and he was like, no. And I'm just like, because he knew I wanted to say it.
I'm like, that's too fast.
Again, I didn't want to say it first, but I just, I'm not nearly as private as he is. And when I just talk to him, I just have word vomit, and I just like wanted to like
Tell me everything.
tell you everything, like, I love you. And he was like, no, not yet. And I'm like, but when? So it was like a week later. And here we are, 11 years later.
That's right.
Work relationships can work out.
Yes, they can. Not all the time, from what I hear. But in our case, they did.
A lot of times they do end badly. We saw some bad breakups.
Yeah, we did.
Some clothes that were thrown on the floor in the lobby. You remember that?
Yeah, yep. Some arguments, some fights. Some people got bad service those days.
Yeah.
Because employees were fighting in the back, so.
But yeah, so that's
how we met.
That's how we met.
That's how we started dating. We were young.
We were young and dumb. A lot of this.
A lot of this.
Now we're this.
No, because now we're this. God, please help us.
So yeah, that's the start to our love story. If you would like to know more, if you would like to hear the next chapters, let us know.
Chapters?
Chapters.
How many chapters do we have?
I mean, we got dating, we've got engagement, we've got marriage, we got baby, but I wouldn't trade our journey for the world.
Nope, me neither. But thank you guys for watching.
And boys, if you like a girl, just go for it. Please. Make our lives easier. Don't play games. Nobody likes to play games, even though girls are good at it, but just
That's true.
Don't mess with us.
That's true. Don't mess with hearts.
Don't string us along. Because we might just move along. And where would you be now? Single, alone.
Jeez.
Where would I be? Miserable in some terrible relationship.
Okay.
Because I had no self-worth. Anyway.
All right,
that's
come on.
That's a tangent for another day.
That's us. That's how we met.
Yeah. I love you.
I love you too. All right, so what should the people do?
Like, comment, subscribe, share. Tell your friends and family. And if you need any love advice,
don't come to us.
Come to me. Just kidding. But we hope you like this video.
Yeah.
And stay tuned for more videos from us.
Yes. See you guys next time. Hasta la vista. All right, guys. Bye. Thank you so much again. Love you guys. And we'll see you next time.